Disability studies is an academic discipline that examines the meaning, nature, and consequences of disability. Initially, the field focused on the division between impairment and disability, where impairment was an impairment of an individual's mind or body, while disability was considered a social construct. This premise gave rise to two distinct models of disability: the social and medical models of disability. Disability studies began to emerge in the West in the late 20th century as a result of the success of the disability rights movement, the seminal work of a few scholars like Erving Goffman and Michel Foucault, and the flourishing of other interdisciplinary identity-based approaches that revealed compelling new aspects of the humanities while emphasizing rights. Starting in the late 1960s, disabled activists in the United States and the United Kingdom began to argue they were a group and denied basic rights. They consciously built on the civil rights movement. With protests, sit-ins, marches, and demonstrations, people with a variety of impairments actively contested traditional negative perceptions of them as pitiable individuals with tragic medical problems. In his classic study Stigma, 1963, the sociologist Erving Goffman analyzed social interactions around people, including those with abominations of the body, who differed from the expected norm. In discussing passing and other strategies used by stigmatized people to win acceptance, he implicitly pointed out how the significance of disability is socially formed and can vary by time and place. The philosopher and critic Michel Foucault also wrote about bodies that differed from the norm in works like The History of Sexuality, 1976. He described how, starting in the 19th century, bodies seen as problems were sequestered, controlled, diagnosed, and otherwise socially managed. Foucault's insights about madness, docile bodies, and the clinical gaze also proved fertile for later disability scholars. A final factor that shaped the emergence of the field was the rise of other identity-based, rights-influenced approaches, especially critical race, feminist, and queer theory, which yielded significant new insights in the humanities.